Okay, this is where you're really going to see the improvements in the reflections and characters on reflective surfaces. That looks great. That does actually. That looks really good actually. All right, we're gonna crank this all the way up to 4K. Wuthering Waves 4K ray tracing gameplay world premiere. I know you guys are not going to be able to get the effects of it. Neither am I, but I'm just curious because playing Tower of Fantasy, that actually has ray tracing enabled on that game. And when you're in places like Memoria, it actually has quite decent ray tracing. It looks nice. The lighting, the reflections, all that sort of stuff look great. So let's have a look what Wuthering Waves looks like now as well. That it's getting it. This is good, man. This is good stuff. 120 FPS is here as well for me, which I'm happy about. Let's check it out. Okay. Water looks good. I think in the city at night time might be a really good chance to display it as well, right? Although I know a lot of people don't really care about ray tracing, I think it's good. You know, it's always good that a game's got it, you know? It's not a thing that's necessary, of course. I'll be curious to see how the game runs with it on. As I said now, I've got 120 FPS. I tried it earlier. It seems to be steady at 120 FPS. I haven't got into any major battles yet, but I was using the abilities on characters and stuff and having a little dash around, and it seemed to be pretty stable, which obviously is a good sign. So I'll be really interested to see what the game runs like when it's on as well. And I wonder what new areas are going to look like as well, if they're really going to take advantage of it. Again, Tower of Fantasy looks great with RTX on, if I'm honest. Well, you can actually see the difference there. Okay, looks a lot warmer, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely looks a lot warmer. It looks a little bit more cold and harsh with it off. Interesting. It still looks great with it off, though. Like, you can definitely see the improvement on the water. Okay, this is where you're really going to see the improvements in the reflections and characters on reflective surfaces. That looks great. That does actually. That looks really good, actually. That's a big improvement. Again, like I say, with the RTX off on those previous images, it still looked great, didn't it? Like, you know, go back to this here. You know, it still looks decent there. It just looks a lot colder and harsher, doesn't it, with it off, I think. Looks a lot warmer. You can definitely see it in the water as well. But now that looks good. That looks really good, actually. Okay, that looks really good as well. Alright, boys. Alright, boys. I'm looking forward to this now. This actually looks like a decent ray tracing update, actually, because some games are just like, they really do not look good at all. Well, not good, but they just don't look like they've got any improvement at all when ray tracing's on. Now, I know some people will argue that it's like a diminishing return, really, which it is, but I think this still looks really good, this does. That looks nice. Yeah, you can definitely see the improvement for sure. So this is where it's going to look good. You can see the difference there, you know, in these internal places where you've got reflective surfaces, neon lights and all that sort of stuff, where the lighting can actually really be showed off. This looks good. It's a character reflections in the floor as well, isn't it? This is taking an already decent looking game to looking gorgeous. I'm genuinely looking forward to this now. When do we get this then? When is this coming? Okay. Let's go back. Does he say anything about off YouTube? Does it say anything about when it might be coming? Stay tuned. Check out World Premiere Ray Tracing Reveal. Learn more. No, okay. So the fact that it's been shown though means that it's probably coming soon, yeah? It's probably going to be coming soon. Okay, I'm hyped. I genuinely didn't think we were going to be getting ray tracing for this game, and if it was going to happen, I didn't think it would be happening this soon. But as I said, Tower of Fantasy is obviously an older game, and it doesn't look as good as Wuthering Waves. But with RTX on, it really takes advantage of ray tracing in the game. It looks great, especially in Mirroria. When you're walking around, and the reflective surfaces look beautiful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I didn't think it was gonna look as impressive as I thought it was at first, because obviously just seeing it like this, I'm like, well, that looks kind of how the game looks, but you can really see the difference, can't you? That the game definitely does look a lot warmer and more vibrant with it on compared to with it off. So that's it on. You know, looks nice and warm, and then obviously with it off, it just looks a lot colder, doesn't it? Now, it doesn't look bad, and I think you could even argue that some people might say from an aesthetic point, I kind of like that. And I guess in this area, you know, it's a snow-covered area, so it kind of makes sense that it looks colder in a way. So, you know, but looking forward to that. So yeah, NVIDIA GeForce uploading that as well. So hopefully we're going to see that soon. 4K ray tracing gameplay. I'll be playing at 1440p, 120 FPS, and hopefully it doesn't impact the gameplay as well, because the game runs really nice at 120 FPS now, actually.